This took many, many years of playing pool to finally sink into my head far enough to take it as fact, and it illustrates the great thing about YouTube. You can learn it in 5 or 10 minutes and don't have to go through the frustrating agony of sleeping in your car and eating out of vending machines until your pool game progresses and gets good enough. Now, you're still going to do it wrong because you're not going to take me serious enough, but somewhere down the road it's all going to dawn on you, and you're going to say, John wasn't kidding. And I hate to sound like a crusty old man, but I really wish I had YouTube when I was coming up. All we had was like library books and tangled up VHS tapes and monthly magazines with one single poorly written pool tip. And if you thought better players were going to reach back and help you, you were dreaming. They survived by keeping us down and keeping us ignorant and keeping us playing horrible. We were their meal ticket, and their meal ticket depended on keeping us stupid. Now, this video is not a pool lesson because I don't call myself a teacher or an instructor or some kind of free coach. I don't see you guys as students. To me, you're all friends, and friends help their friends. When you're an auto mechanic, strangers come in your shop and they need their car fixed. You fix it and they pay you, and then they go away. When you're a pool player, you're part of a family. And it's a very dysfunctional family, and no one out there is going to give a damn about us, so we are obligated to help each other, to reach back and help each other come up. Because no one was reaching back for me, I vowed that if I ever became a half-decent player, I would reach back and help you. And that's why I do this. It wasn't a great break, but this video is not really about great breaks. Let's take a look at the first half of the pattern that's running around in my head. Simple enough, right? For years, I watched the greatest road players in America come in through Tennessee and Kentucky and Georgia, and it seemed to me like they were damn near perfect all the time, and they were absolutely unbeatable. So one takes this, and their natural course of action is to strive for perfection. So that's what you should do, right? And no, it's wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's dead wrong, and it's going to get you on the loser side of the bracket and going home early. You absolutely should not strive for perfection. That's how people wind up insane and sleeping under bridges screaming at themselves. Striving for perfection is going to get you dead. It's going to get you another dead pool player. Let's look at the 5-ball line, and the agenda, like I said, that was running around in my head was to get slightly on the right-hand side of this 5-ball so I can just draw back and get a little bit on the left-hand side of the 6-ball so I could draw back again and get straight in on the 7 and pull back for the 8. Well, I shot the 4-ball kind of weak and wound up on the wrong side of the 5-ball. On the left side, I wound up here. And it's frustrating, and with that frustration, that energy shoots straight up to our head, and we try to get back in line, and we try to get perfect on the 6. So let's look at the 6-ball line, and we want to be right about here, and the best way to get right about there is to shoot the cue ball 4.5 feet up the table and another 6 feet back down the table. That's 10.5 feet, and you're supposed to stop on a dime, because you young man are the wholly gifted one. And what happens is we go a little bit long and we wind up here. And now, what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna play safety. You're gonna go sit down in your chair, and Billy Thorpe is gonna come to the table and he's gonna wipe the floor with you. Now, I want you to watch before I shoot the 5 ball where I'm looking on the table to get right on the 6 ball. And by right, I don't mean perfect. I am eliminating perfection. I'm eliminating striving for perfection. I want to get perfection out of my freaking head, and I just want to win this game. And I'm sure you do too. If you tell yourself, well, next time I'm going to be perfect on that 6 ball, next time that's not going to happen, I want to be perfect on that 5 ball. I got news for you. We're human, you are human, and you are never, ever, ever going to be perfect. Let's take another look at a shot during this game, and it's on the 8 ball shot, and this is where we're at. And of course, your plan is probably to pull back with back right and come off this rail and to get straight in because you have the luxury of being straight in. It's the 9 ball we're getting. Everybody wants to be straight in. But the closer you get to that little X, the worse your margin of error gets, and the more chances of you screwing it up. You might do it absolutely perfect 1 out of 100 times, but you do really want to go into a match with 1 chance out of 100 to win this match. So let me ask you something. Can you make the 9 ball from this position? Can you make the 9 ball from this position? Can you make the 9 ball from this position? Can you make the 9 ball from this position? And let's take a look at another example of putting top left on this ball to run around and come up on the other side. Naturally, everybody wants to be straight in, so they want to be right here, but the scenario is the same. The more you try to get right here, the worse your chances of doing it. So we've determined that this, not this, is your target. This is where you want to get to. And this is what no one ever told you, because most pool instructors that call themselves instructors don't know themselves. Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.